So I was just in the bathroom, speaking love and light to my circulatory system, and I had this like weird little voice creep into my head and go, "But you're not honest. Like you say you're honest. You're not being honest. Why don't you talk about the funniest shit in your life that has been the bane of your existence?" And I'm like, little voice in my head. I don't want to talk about you know, just being a crackhead, drug addict. I'm not a crackhead. I'm just gonna say that. I'm not one of them. But and then the voice is like, but that's where all your stories are, bro. Like what the fuck? Like you think that the universe gave you this life for you to pretend like you know like you got some other one that you want to talk about when like you've been handed this one on a platter, like full of just all kinds of anecdotes, all kinds of anecdotes, and just all types of different stories, most of which are very funny, but at the same time dark and scary. And I'm like, all right, well, that's a good point. A little scary voice. And then I'm just, and I'm like chatting back and forth, and I'm trying to talk myself out of this. And like the only reason that I'm even in this is just say it. I mean, like like, oh my God. Okay, I have been a drug addict since I found them. I have. I have. I totally have. And like even before I found them, I like was able to make my body use the ones. What's the word they call that? Hold on. When what's the word for when your body is the pharmacy? Oh my God, that's gonna really aggravate me if I can't remember because it's such a cool word. I used to use it all the time like a year ago, and then like I guess people didn't like love it the way I thought they would love it. Endogenous. Ah! Boom! There it goes. You have an endogenous Walgreens in you. I have an endogenous Walgreens in me. I'm talking about the good part of Walgreens. And it's there, bro. It's there. But I don't think you can get, your endogenous, like, Walgreens card by, uh, yeah, not liking drugs. Yeah. So anyway, here we are. All right, I got all that off my chest, and like I just, like the things I've seen, and the jokes that I just to this day just can sit here and make, or and you're like, what drug are you on? I'm like, all of them, but no opiates. Now that's and like that's so weird because that's not to say I haven't tried all of them. Like this one time I got to do I don't want to get this video banned, but the dog food, the H Harold, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Uh, this is way back. I think it was like in 2016. Like I called the plug, and I was looking for not that, for like its opposite. The I don't know. I'm trying to get this video banned. You know what Hollywood does. Anyway, the snow. Yeah, that, but not the snow that starts with an M. But I have dealt with that demon too. I don't know how. It's a nice demon. Anyway, whatever. Wow. out of all my videos, I think this is the most authentic one. Like, my stomach's hurting right now. It's all good, Jessica. It's all good. You got this, girl. You got this. Anyway, this is a funny story, right? So, uh, I got me some money, and I had not done that for years, right? And when I say years, I'm like probably like 2 or 3. And so I'm like, can you just like blah 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 and blah blah blah, and so it comes in and brings it, and like I said, like honestly, I hadn't done it in a few years, and it was it was compact and very solid, and I went straight to the bathroom, and it was really hard to get off the how do I say this? It was hard to take shave the cheese. It was hard to get stuff like, and that was struck me as weird, but because it would have been so long, I was just like, oh my god, I don't even care, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? And so like, oh, I fear it. I mean, this shit was impossible, man. I guess all I can remember. But anyway, finally I got enough where I've looked at it and I'm like, okay, whatever. It's been a long time. I'll be satisfied, right? And so boom, did it, and I could still see me looking at me from above in the in the bathroom, because I was just like, I got up and I'm like, okay, and like I wall walked. Like I opened the bathroom and I wall walked to my roommate's room, because I had, I'd given him a little bit, and thinking it was the one thing. I was thinking it was the one thing, So he, put it in his nose, that one thing, and he's like, he's like, I just started throwing up, or he was saying something like that, and like I'm literally attached to the wall, and in his room, I'm like, ooh, I feel weird. I feel weird, and I don't like. I went. My room was at the front of the house. I went back to my room, and as soon as I remember getting to the room, and that's the last thing I remember. And so the next thing I remember is being on the floor, on my back with my legs straight up in the air, and seeing my roommate just I don't know. He came in and then left. I mean, I'm like, okay. And so it was all just, everything was confusing to me. As soon as I stood up, I projectile vomited. Like, but it was this very nice vomit. It wasn't like a mean vomit. It was just like, hold on, girl, just wait. Hold on, just let's get this out. It's all good. Get it out, right? And then I went into I didn't notice what until like 4 hours later. I went to the bathroom, and like my whole right side of my face was black and blue. My eye was solid, solid black. Like, and I'm like, because I don't even remember what happened. But I went back into my room and I looked, and I remember where I woke up on the floor with my legs up, and I had this bar stool chair right there, right next to where I knew I woke up. So I'm like, oh shit, I went down and I clipped the side of that bar stool with my face. It was just so crazy. And I'm pretty sure I died that night. Anyway, alright, there we go. I just did it. Volume 1. What? Volume 1. Hashtag, like, authentic. Yeah.